Xavier Worthy's on the block, boys. It's a 12-team super flex, PPR 175 tight end premium start 10. Xavier Worthy or Josh Jacobs, Jalen Hyatt, and a 25 third, Scott.
Normally these original initial trades to kick off the streams really make me think. This one does not. I like getting Josh Jacobs back, but that other piece probably has to be a receiver in the range of a Chris Godwin, a Deontay Johnson, somebody that I know I can start. Here you're getting away with giving up Jalen Hyatt in a third, which feels like the team that's giving those players is actually benefiting by being able to get anything for those two assets combined, let alone a receiver that's basically had a first round superflex profile off the rip. His value's gone nowhere but stay, if not go up a little bit, just because every rookie receiver that was drafted has gone up in value since the time they were drafted. This is very easily Xavier Worthy. It's just an underwhelming package. Would it need at least a second plus or another player equivalent to even consider this deal to take the Jacobs side?
If you're trying to buy a running back, you're saying this is an overpay, Shane, or do you like the running back side?
No, this isn't an overpay. Like if I'm going to pay for a running back, it's funny how you look at it though, right? So if you look at what you spent on Xavier Worthy, what did you spend on him?
110.
First, right?
Yeah.
How do we feel about spending first on running backs? Not great, Bob. Honestly, it feels like if you were going to do this, you should have just drafted Brooks in the first place. But maybe you got shut out on Brooks, so now you're scrambling the other way. All that to get back to the point of no, I'm not making this deal. But if Patrick Mahomes, presumptive wide receiver one pops, like yeah, the sky's the limit on the price and the resale value on that.
All right, let me tempt you with this one, guys. Same format, 12 team, super flex, PPR, 175 tight end premium start 10, Xavier Worthy, and a 25 first, or Travis Kelce and Jonathan Taylor, Scott.
The value side from a what can I do with it down the road is very much Worthy in the first. You could be in a world where 6 months from now, you are so glad you got off Travis Kelce when you did. You traded a running back that has been around now for entering his 5th season, which is pretty incredible that Taylor's been around for that long, but he has been. That could feel real good. At the same time, if you said, I just want as many shots at hammers as possible, you could also look at this deal and say, I got another top 2 tight end season. I got a top 5 running back. And as long as those guys are still performing, they're going to hold that value on your team. So it's not like you're just buying 1 year's of production. You're probably getting multiples out of Taylor. Heck, maybe you get multiples out of Kelce. And all you're really giving up is a late first and then presumptively your own 25 first, which you would hope these players help it be more towards the back of the round. I'm going to lean the Kelce and Taylor side, but I could easily see where somebody goes, this is the best I can get in my league. I've been dying to get rid of these 2 players forever. You're giving me a Chiefs first round receiver and a 25 first. I'm smashing that side and walking away. So I think this is a very much a square deal for either side.
Before you even get into it, you can tell Scott doesn't watch social media because if he did, he'd be like, oh, Travis Kelce's running around looking like Mr. Peanut. What did I tell you? I kept telling you he was going to be our backup dancer at one point. And technically, I wasn't wrong. Now, he didn't retire yet, but it's happening. It's coming. This dude is going to give up football. So you get 1 more year out of him. There's not multiple years out of this dude, I don't suspect. But I hate agreeing with Scott because then he gets all smug and texts me later like, oh, yeah, get off my coattails, loser. But, yeah, if you're trying to get out on Kelce and Taylor, this is probably one of the better deals that you're going to get. And in 6 months that you could feel really good about this, making this deal. But again, if you're going for a title, you feel great grabbing Kelce and Jonathan Taylor. So this is a perfect deal.
It's a real dynasty trade, right? That's something you only see in a dynasty league. All right, guys, I got another good one for you here with a 12-team Superflex PPR, 175 tight end premium start 10, Xavier Worthy, 25 first, a 26 first, or Jamar Chase.
Nice.
What's it going to be, Scott?
Ooh, the fun side is Xavier Worthy in the 2 firsts. The more practical side would be the reason you bank these firsts is to make a deal like this. I'm okay leaning the Chase side on this. It'd be tough for me to do. So maybe that means I need to kind of reconsider some of my processes just because this is not where I want to push the assets in. Feels like I can recreate the Chase production in a mildly cheaper way. Can I drop one of those firsts and get A.J. Brown instead? Can I drop one of those firsts and get Puka Nacua or Garrett Wilson and just take my chances that I can hold one of the first for another bailout piece? That's where I would lean. So maybe in that case, I'd shoot for those before I would accept this deal. So on the surface, I'm taking Worthy in the 2 firsts.
So this is one of those deals, right? You make it. because you go, well, now I'm going to deal those two first for Puka, AJ Brown. Who else is in that range? I don't know. Receiver X. And then no one does it. No one wants to make the deal with you. And you're just sitting there with all these assets and you can't do anything with them. I actually made a deal like that a couple months ago. And I'm just sitting here with these extra picks, still trying to get AJ Brown and Puka Nacua every week. Like, how about now? How about now? But it is a long season. Hopefully those teams will start sucking at some point and then want to look to sell, and then maybe I can buy them. I have a hard time trading Jamar Chase. Like, every time I see someone make a deal, I'm like, yeah, maybe I would do that. Like, I've seen Garrett Wilson in a first for Jamar Chase, and I'm like, that's probably good value. And then I go to do it myself, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. So it's easy for me to say I'd probably take the deal. Whether I'd actually do it in real life, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, if it was 225 firsts, I think I would pull the trigger. That pick getting put on layaway, 26, makes it a little harder for me, so I'll say I'll pass.
Let us know any Xavier-worthy trades you've seen in your leagues, and we answer all questions in the comments. And guys, let's go continue this conversation in our Discord.